Every language contains different types of sentences, such as commands, questions, and statements. So, paano nga ba natin malalaman kung ang isang sentence ay isang statement? So, ang logical statement is a declarative sentence which conveys information. One statement can be either true or false, but not both true and false. Ang pinaka-indicator nga para malaman natin na ang isang sentence ay isang statement is kung declarative sentence nga ba ito. It doesn't matter kung true or false siya as long as isa siyang declarative sentence. Pero there are some instances na ang isang declarative sentence ay hindi pwedeng maging statement. Ito nga yung sentence na pwedeng maging both true and false. So here are the two given examples. So tell me if it's a statement or not. Number 1. This rose is white. This sentence is a statement. So why? Because the statement is a declarative sentence. This sentence is true. As you can see in the picture, the rose is white. So number 2. The triangle has 4 vertices. This statement is also a type of declarative sentence. So this sentence is true because the triangle has a 4 vertices.
What is a simple statement and a compound statement? A simple statement is a statement that conveys a single idea, while a compound statement is a statement that conveys 2 or more ideas. So for example, I will attend a class. So in this example, you can see that there are only one idea. So this is a simple statement. And in the next example, I will attend the class or I will play basketball. In this statement, there are 2 ideas. So this is a compound statement. So next is the logical connectives. In this table, you can see the type of statements, its symbolic forms, connectives, and statements. So first is the negation. You can see that its symbolic form is the tilde, and you can read its connective as not. So in a statement, you can read it as not P. So next is the conjunction. Its symbolic form is the inverted victory. So you can read it, it is read as and. You can read it as P and Q. Next is the disjunction, which is its symbolic form is victory, and you can read it as or, and in the statement you can read it as P or Q. Next is conditional. Its symbolic form is the arrow that is pointed in the right. So when you see it, it is pointed in the right, and it is you can read it as, or it is read as if and then. So in statement, you can read it as if P then Q. Lastly, by conditional, and it is also the arrow sign that is pointed in left and right, and you can read it as if and only if. So in statement, P if only if Q. So for example, let P become all men are created equal. Q become I am trading places. R is I get Mark's place. And S is I get Jason's place. So for number 1, there is a logical connective and negation. So we can read it as all men are created equal and I am not trading places. So next is the R or not Q. So we can read it as I get Mark's place or I am not trading places. So try to answer the next 2 examples. Compound statements and grouping symbols. So kanina, na-discuss na natin kung ano ba yung compound statement. So for the recap, compound statement is a statement that conveys two or more idea. And grouping symbols are the symbol that are used to group the statements. So as you can see here, Q and not R are grouped together and it's grouped by braces. You can see in that example that our Q and not R are grouped together. And in the next example, you can see that P and Q are grouped together. And in the last example, you can see that P and not Q are grouped together and also R and S are grouped together. They are grouped by braces. So let's try to answer this example. So let P become Taylor is a singer, Q is Taylor is a songwriter, Taylor is an actress, S is Taylor plays the piano, T, Taylor does not play the guitar. So let's try to answer number 1. As you can see, P and R are grouped together, so let's try to answer. Taylor is a singer, and Taylor is an actress, or Taylor is a songwriter. So in number 2, as you can see, there is a logical connectives, which is the biconditional. So let's try to answer it. So Taylor is a singer if and only if Taylor is a songwriter and not an actress. So you try to answer number 3 and 4.
Good day, everyone. I am Gracelyn Vitobina, one of the reporters of Truth Table. So before we start, let's define first what is Truth Table. Truth Table is a method that can determine which a compound statement is true or false. So what is a compound statement? Compound statement is a combination of two or more simple sentences or statement. Aside from that compound statement, there's 5 types of compound proposition, which is the negation, conjunction, disconjunction, conditional, and biconditional. When we talk about negation, it's often use the word not. And the conjunction and disconjunction, or the conditional is if then the biconditional is if and only if. And the next slide, the truth table negation is the opposite of the given mathematical equation or statement. If you have two simple statement in a compound statement, then automatically you have 4 cases. For the example, in the next slide, for the example, the test is today and it covers chapter 5. It has 4 cases since it has 2 simple statements. Case 1 can be both true. Case 2, the P is the true while Q is the false. Case 3 is the vice versa of case 2 while case 4 is all false.
Truth table conjunction. So sa truth table conjunction, meron siya connective na end. And yung end ay in-express sa symbol na baligtad na letter V. So tingnan natin yung example sa presentation. You recently bought a new house. You ordered a new carpet and new furniture from the same store. You explained to the salesperson that the carpet must be installed before the furniture is delivered. The salesperson promised that the carpet will be installed on Thursday and the furniture will be delivered on Friday. So ang gagamitin natin dito na statements para sa truth table natin is yung the carpet will be installed on Thursday and the furniture will be delivered on Friday. So kung i-express natin siya sa symbolic form, gagamitin natin yung P and Q. Ang P natin dito is yung the carpet will be installed on Thursday, tapos yung magiging connective natin dito ay yung and, tapos yung magiging Q natin dito ay yung the furniture will be delivered on Friday. So tingnan natin yung truth table sa next slide. So for yung possible true and false situation natin dito, and meron tayong 4 cases nga, no? So, kung mababasa natin sa baba, P and Q is only true when both P and Q are true. So, ibig sabihin kapag conjunction, ina-acknowledge niya parehas yung statements, which is yung Q, P, and Q. So, kapag may mali man lang dun sa dalawang yon, mali na yung whole sentence niya together. So, tingnan natin dito sa example. Sa case 1, makikita natin na ang P ay true, ang Q ay true. So, ang magiging kalalabasan ng P and Q ay true. Sa case 2 naman, true ang P tapos yung Q naman ay false. Kaya ang kakalabasan niya ay false. So, ang magiging P and Q is false. Kasi meron nga dong isang false sa dalawang statement na yon. So, sa case 3, meron pa rin siyang false sa isang statement which is sa P naman. Kaya P and Q ay magiging false sa case 3. Sa case 4 naman, pareha silang false. So, wala man lang kahit isang true doon and it doesn't really matter naman din kaya magiging false yung P and Q sa case 4. Kasi P and Q is true only when both P and Q are true. So, tingnan naman natin sa disjunction. So, sa truth table naman ng disjunction, pwede natin sabihin na P or Q is only true when either P or Q are true. So, wanted repairman. Ito yung example. Wanted repairman. The applicant must be 2-year college. So, sa truth table disjunction. So, sa truth table disjunction naman, pwede natin sabihin na P or Q is only true when either one of P and Q are true. So, kung makikita natin dito sa example which is wanted repairman, the applicant must have a 2-year college degree in AC systems or 5 years of related experience who qualifies for the job. So, dito nga sa disjunction, ang gagamitin natin na symbolic ng connective niya ay yung letter V. Kaya makikita natin dito is P or Q sa third column is true, 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 false. So, bakit nga ba naging ganan yung niya? Yung true and false situation niya. So, tingnan natin sa case 1. Sa case 1, true yung P and Q. So, ang kakalabasan ng P or Q ay true. Sa case 2 naman, P is true and Q is false. So, P or Q is true. So, bakit naging true nga ba yung P or Q? Naging true yung P or Q kasi either one do sa P and Q ay naging true. Kahit ba may false si Q, true naman si P kaya magiging true pa rin yung P or Q kasi tinitingnan niya yung dalawang sentence hindi together but only one of them. So, kapag may isa lang doon, true pa rin siya. So, sa case 3 naman, parehas lang din, binaligtad lang. P naman yung false, tapos yung Q naman ay true. Kaya magiging true pa rin yung case. So, sa 4 naman, false, false, false. So, dahil nga false at wala man lang kahit isang true dito sa case 4, hindi siya pwede maging true. Yun lang.
In constructing truth table, in conditional statement is false if Q is false and P is true. So remember that it will become false if Q is false and P is true. It will only become false sa ganyang situation. So try to answer the example. Next is in constructing truth table in by conditional statement, you will always remember that it is defined to be true when both P and Q are true and both false. So, magiging true lang siya kapag yung P and Q nyo ay parehas true at magiging false naman siya kapag yung P and Q nyo ay parehas false. So, tandaan nyo lagi na sa conditional statement, magiging false lang siya kapag yung Q ay false at yung P ay true. Sa biconditional naman, magiging true lang siya kapag yung P and Q ay true at magiging false naman siya kapag yung P and Q ay parehas false.